started doing this, and I want to. As long as the weather's nice out, I plan to do this every Sunday, except for next because I'll be in Europe. Um, but I will post everything online, and like I said, I have a schedule. So all right, we'll get started. I think most of you have taken my, or all of you, or maybe not you, but taken my class, so you kind of know. We're gonna have a core and glute focus today, mixed in with a flow. So actually, we're gonna start in child's pose. So go ahead, big toes together. Sink the hips wide. Feel the upper back open up, and then go ahead, just walk your hands over to the left. Bring your right palm side. And then go ahead, come through center, go all the way over to the right, left palm on top of the right hand. And then back through center one more time. Sink the chest down. Go ahead, start to roll up, coming into tabletop. Bring the knees in line, right under the hips, ankles behind the knees, wrists under. And we're just going to do some cat cows here. So on the inhale, chest comes through, hips up, look up. And then exhale, reverse, round the spine, push the floor away. And again, inhale, chest comes through, feel the stretch in the core. And exhale, reverse, push away. Two more. Inhale, chest through. And exhale, push away. Last one, chest through. And reverse. Come back to a neutral position. You're going to take your left leg and you're just going to lift it up and make these nice big hip circles. So try to keep the hips square, but just feel that rotation in the hip and the glutes. And three, nice and slow. Four. And five. When you come down, then reverse it. Lift out, back and around for one and two and three and four. Last one, up and around and bring it down. And then right to the other side. So the right leg is going to go up, rotate out and down. And two, three. Keep that core nice and tight, only moving from within that hip. Last one, this direction. And reverse out, back and around for one and two, three, four, and last one. All right, bring it down. All right, take a second. We're gonna warm up. You do a little bit of glute work right off the bat. If your knees are sensitive with this cement, you fold your mat up if you need that. It can help. But all right, what we're gonna do is the left leg's gonna extend back. So you're just gonna extend it back and then bring it in. And two, squeeze the glutes. Three, you can come to the forearms if it's more comfortable, if you need to get off the wrist. Four, and in. Five, six, and seven, and eight. Now you're going to keep the knee bent and go straight up like a pizza press. One, and two. Really squeeze at the top. And four, five, and six. Two more. Seven. Now we're going to combine them. So you're going to go out, bring it in, and then bent knee up for one. And again, straight out, bring it in and up. Few more. Out and bent up. Extend and up. Three more like this. Extend it out and up and out. All right, I think we got one more. out. Now hold this bent one, hold it here, little pulses, lift up, squeeze, squeeze, up, up, up. 8 more, 8, squeeze, 7, foot can be pointed or flexed, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. You can sit the hips back, maybe let the hips fall from one side and then to the other. Alright. And come back up to tabletop, right to the other side. So that support leg works. So it's going to feel more fatigued right away. So rest if you need to. We'll start with the extensions in and out first. So go out and pull it in for 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, squeeze, 3, 2. Now we bend the knee, push it up. 1, and 2, 3. Nice and controlled. 4, no swinging. And 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now combine them. So we go out first, out, and squeeze it bent. Again, out and bent. And out, straight up. 4 more. 4, bent knee up. And 3, bent knee up. 2 more, out and up. Last one. Out, hold this one up here, hold it. Little pulse squeeze, 16, 15, press up. So small, just push that heel to the sky and up. I think we got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back, let the hips fall from side to side. And then maybe come through, let the hips fall through, chest through, modified up dog. All right, and then when you're ready, tuck those toes, downward facing dog. Push the hips up and back. So you can pedal the feet, press the hands into the mat. Let's take a few breaths here. Feel the back of the leg, push the heels towards the ground. We're going to move through some sun salutations. The first one we'll do a little slower and then we'll pick up the pace. Step to the front of your mat, forward fold. So feet about hip width, hang loose. And cuff the elbows if you want, maybe sway side to side. Just feel that low back, the calves, the hamstrings. And then take your hands to your shins. Inhale, flat back. Reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. And then right back down, flat back, forward fold. Halfway lift, extend. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. And then knees on your mat or lifted, lower chaturanga. And then up dog or cobra. And then shift back, downward facing dog. So you can always do vinyasa with your knees on the mat. All right, and again, front of the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. And right back down, flat back. Halfway lift. And exhale, vinyasa, step back. You can always skip vinyasa too and just hold down dog. Shift forward, lower. Up dog. Down dog. 2 more rounds of that. Step to the front, forward fold. It's getting a little more heat build. Halfway lift, extend. Fold. Exhale, reach up. And right back down. Halfway. And vinyasa as you exhale, step back, lower, up dog, and down dog. We'll move through one more. Front of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reach up. Maybe lean back slightly and forward fold. Halfway. And exhale, step back. Lower. Up dog. Down dog. All right, from here, we're going to sweep our right leg nice and high. And then bring your knee in towards your nose. Pull it up. Sweep it back. Extend. Knee to nose. 2. Sweep it back. Knee to nose. Hold it here. And then the right foot steps through. Low lunge. Lower that back left knee. Inhale, rise up. So sink forward and down. Feel the quad on the left leg. Hamstring, glute on the right. Couple breaths. And then your hands are going to come down. Tuck your back left toe. Sweep, big sweep back. Three-legged dog. And then step through warrior 1. So that back foot spins about 45 degrees and then rise up, arms overhead. If this is uncomfortable and you prefer a crescent lunge here with that heel pop tie, take that. Couple of breaths. Push through that front heel. Feel the heat build in the front leg. All right, hands come down, step back, down dog or vinyasa, lower. Up dog, down dog. Left leg, sweep it. Knee to nose for 1. Pull up. Sweep it back. Knee to nose for 2. And back. Knee to nose. Hold this one. Hold it. And then step through. Low lunge. Lower that right knee. Inhale. Rise up. Take a couple breaths here. If the arms are tired, they can always just be right here. All right, hands down, tuck that back right foot, big sweep back, three-legged dog, extend, and then step through warrior 1. Inhale, rise up. All right, shoulders are nice and neutral, so we don't want to, there's a tendency sometimes to want to reach up. Keep them nice and relaxed. Last couple breaths. And hands down, vinyasa, step back, lower, up dog, down. All right, front of your mat, chair pose. So feet wide, wide stance chair pose. Sink the hips down. Again, arms up or at your chest. Push the weight into the heels. So your toes should be loose here. So we're not leaning forward. And then from here, you're going to sweep the arms back, dive for a little bit of balance. Come up on the balls of the feet. Find a spot for the gaze. Heels down, chair. Keep the hips low. Engage the glutes. And again, dive forward. Heels down, come up. Last one, forward. And heels down, up. All the way up. Inhale, hands to your chest. Exhale. Sweep up. Flat back, forward fold. Halfway. Exhale, vinyasa if you want it. Step back, lower. Up dog. Down dog. We're gonna run through that one more time, but we'll do it a little like one breath per movement. So sweep that right leg up, knee to nose for one, sweep it back, knee to nose for two, and back, knee to nose for three, low lunge, step it through, lower the knee, inhale, one breath up. Hands come down, three-legged dog, sweep it back. Warrior one, step it through, rise up, inhale. Hands come down, step back, vinyasa, up dog, down dog, left leg, sweep it up, knee to nose for one, back, two, and back, three, step it through, low lunge, lower the back right knee, inhale, hands down, sweep it back, three-legged, up, warrior one, inhale, rise up, catch your breath, and hands down, last time, step back, vinyasa, moving on, lower, up dog, down dog. Ooh, take a couple breaths here. If you need child's pose, you can take that. I'm going to move on. All right, we are going to come back to a warrior one. So that right foot's going to step through and then rise up. We'll take it. I need this. Sweat's starting to build a little bit. It got sweaty real fast. All right. Ooh, okay, warrior one. All right, from here, that back heel's going to pop high. Your left hand's going to come down, right arm up. Take a twist. So you can lower that knee here as a modification. And then from here, we're going to roll to the side of your left foot, coming into a side plank. So you can be here, or you can lower that knee as a modification. Hold that oblique up. Press strong through that left hand. Don't collapse into the shoulder. Think of pushing away from the floor. Couple breaths. All right, from here, we're going to take that left knee down like a kickstand, coming like a half gate. This right leg's long, and we're going to lift and lower. Two, so feel that hip. Three, and four, five, six, seven, and hold this one, hold it. Little pulses up, up. Feel the side of the glute, the hip, lift, lift. Eight more, eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, one. Bring that foot down. Your right hand comes down, come back to your plank. Down dog or vinyasa lower. Up dog. Down dog. All right, left foot warrior one. Get your base, rise up. And then that back heel pops high, runner's lunge, right hand down, left arm up. Take that twist. Keep that left knee in line with the hip. There's a tendency to want to kick out sometimes here. Pull it back. And then when you're ready, roll to the side of that right foot. Left leg sweeps around, modified or full side plank. Hold here a few breaths. Last two. And one, lower that right knee, half gate. And then we lift and lower here, lift up, squeeze left foot. And two, nice and controlled. Three, four, lift. Five, six, seven. Hold this one, hold it. Little pulse. Eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, eight more. Eight, seven, six, five, four, three, two, and one. Bring it down. Left hand comes down. Come back to your plank. Shift forward, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. All right, we're gonna step to the front of our mat. So come to a forward fold. Feet hip width. Go ahead, just hang loose. And then we're gonna ragdoll up. So everything, again, hangs loose. We roll vertebra by vertebra. Head's the last thing to come up. Inhale the arms up. Hands to your chest as you exhale. All right, a little bit of balance and then quad here. So you're going to lift your right knee up. And this may be enough of a balance right here. Hold it here. All right, try to extend that leg out. Squeeze that quad. So now bring it in, put it down, tap, lift up, extend, squeeze, in and tap. Lift, squeeze. Foot can be pointed or flexed, your choice. Up, use the core as well here. All right, four, squeeze, three, ooh, balance, two more, two, find something to focus on in front of you. Last one, hold this out, hold it here. Arms can stay here or come up. Little lifts, eight, seven, six, five, squeeze, four, three, two, one. Bend it if you can without touching, step it all the way back. Lower down, low lunge. Couple breaths here. So feel that stretch on that quad that we just worked. And then hands come down, shift back into a half split. So straighten that front left leg. And then we shift that stretch. Couple breaths here. And here, start to shift forward. You're going to tuck your back right foot. And then feet as wide as you need on your mat, rise up, crescent pose. That back right heels pop nice and high. And then open out warrior two. So you're going to open out to your right. I drew a straight line from my front heel. It would be directly center of that back foot. Palm flips up, reverse, reach back. And then side angle, bring your left elbow to left thigh. Right arm reaches all the way over, extend. Feel the stretch from the hip all the way up through the rib cage. And then from here, reverse. As you reverse, straighten that front leg. So reverse triangle. And then from here, we're going to come into triangle, but a little different variation. So you're going to lean forward and you're going to let that left arm drop, but you're not going to touch the floor. So use that oblique. Then we're going to do like a windmill. So you're going to lift up slightly and then lower down. Up two, feel it. Ooh, right in that right oblique. Nice and controlled. Lift up three and down. Four. Last one, lift up And go ahead, lower the hand down, triangle pose. Hand can come to your shin if getting it to the mat it's a little too much. Couple breaths. All right, rotate the hips down, bring your right hand down. You're just gonna step to the front of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Ragdoll, everything hangs loose. Roll vertebra by vertebra. Arms up overhead. And to your chest, exhale. All right, right to the other side. So we're gonna start with lifting that left knee up and just hold it here first. Find that balance again. Spot about 4 or 5 feet in front of you. And then extend the leg out. Squeeze that quad. Hold. Ooh. And then bring it back in. And then we're gonna lower, lift, extend, squeeze, and down. Lower, lift, core tight, out, and down. Up, and down. Lift. I think we got 4 more. 4, squeeze. 3, and 2. Ooh, this one, hold it out and hold. Stay, arms up or overhead for an extra challenge. And then we lift here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee if you can without touching. Step back. Lower the left knee down, low lunge. Feel that quad we just worked. And then half split, shift back. Couple breaths here. Shift forward. Back left foot, we tuck it. Lift the knee up, and then when you're ready, rise back up to that crescent pose. Again, sink low, all pushing down in through that right heel. Ooh. And then open out warrior two. So open out to your left this time. Arm flips up, reverse. And elbow to knee or thigh, reach over, side angle. And then reverse, straighten that leg as you lift back. And then to your triangle. So we let the hand hover first. And then we lift up from the oblique on the left, lift up for 1 and down. 2, 3, nice and slow. 4, don't hold the breath. Last one, up. And then hand can come to your mat or your shin, triangle pose. Bring your hand down, step to the front of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift. And exhale, vinyasa, last one if you want it. Step back, lower chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. We're gonna come to Malasana. You can step your feet wide, slight turn out, and just walk to the back of your mat. And then go ahead, sink the hips down. And then just press your elbows into the knees, open, feel the inner thigh. Just take a couple breaths here. If you can move, if it feels good, you can move here. Yeah. And we're going to plant the hands, straighten the legs, heel toe your feet back to hip width. And then we're just going to walk back out to a down dog. And then you're going to lower your forearms, coming down into dolphin. So if you we're gonna hold here at any point if you need to rest, just lower those knees down, take a rest. But shift slightly forward. Your nose should be about halfway between your wrist and your elbow. And then you're pushing through the forearms, push the floor away, feel the upper back. Just take a few breaths here. Feel the strength. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the forearms where they're at. Walk the feet out, coming right into a forearm plank. And adjust if you need to. You can bring the hands together if that's more comfortable too, in like a prayer. Your knees can be down for a modification. Otherwise, pull up. Keep pushing through the forearms, push away from your mat. Keep breathing, few breaths. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the belly all the way down. Whew. Bring the wrists under the shoulders, elbows tucked in tight. Press up, cobra. Feel the stretch up. And slowly lower left or right cheek to your mat. And again, press up. And lower. Last one, press up. And lower down. Bring the arms to the sides. Let the full shoulders fall open. Bend the knees and just windshield wiper. Side to side. Beautiful. Lower the feet. And then we're just going to press up, coming right into extended puppy. So bring your knees under your hips, reach the arms out long, and then let that chest sink down, hips stay high. So getting a deeper stretch in the upper back. Take a few breaths here. All right, go ahead, roll yourself up into tabletop. Staying with the upper back, we're going to sweep that right arm up, inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. So thread that arm through. Bring your right shoulder, right cheek to the mat. You can stay here if you want that left arm to sweep up. Bring it behind your back like you're trying to grab the inside of that right thigh. Again, this should feel nice. So if it feels like it's restricting you, take it out. Last couple breaths. All right, bring that left hand down. Inhale, sweep it up. And bring it down. Other side. Left arm sweep up. And thread it through. And then if you want that right arm up and behind you. Last couple breaths. All right, bring that right hand down. Press through. Inhale as you reach up, left arm. And exhale, bring it down. Go ahead and bring yourself through. We're going to come down onto our backs. So you can roll down. Just bring the knees in towards the chest. Wrap your hands around the shins. And just take a second or two here. We're going to get back into some glute work now. All right, bring the heels down. You want your heels as close as you can to your glutes, about hip width. If you can, ideally, you want to be able to touch your heels with your fingertips, but if you can't, just get them as close as you can. And we're going to start with some bridge lifts here, just starting to build some heat again in the glutes. So you're going to press to your heels, lift the hips up, squeeze the glutes at the top and down. Lift up, 2, drive through the heels and down. 3, and down. Up and down. 5 and 6. 2 more like this. 7, 8. Now we're going to go up and pulse for 3. So lift for 3, stay high, 2, 1, and then all the way down. Lift up again, pulse 3, 2, squeeze high and down. Again, up, 2, 3. Last one, up, 2, 3. Now pulse high, 7, 6, squeeze 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Again, up, 6, 5, squeeze 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower, 4 singles, 4, and down. 3, feel the glutes, 2, 1. Now stay high, pulse out, 15, 14, 13, 12. Squeeze up, 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 up. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, quick rest. If you want, you can cross that right ankle over the left thigh. Maybe that feels good just right there. If you want, pull in real quick. Just feel a quick stretch on that right glute. And then release it, go right to the other side, cross the left foot over. All right, uncross it. Okay, we're going back to the glutes. We're going to do a one leg glute bridge now. So you're going to heel toe your right foot a little more center. It just feels a little more balanced when you lift. Your left leg can be extended straight up, or you can cross the ankle over or rest the foot on the right thigh. All right, so your range of motion is going to be a little more limited here in a one-legged bridge, but you're going to press through that right heel, lift up for singles, 4, and down. 3, press through the heel, and pulse 3, stay high. 3, 2, 1, and down. Again, 3, 2, 1 more. Pulse 3, 2, and 1. 7, 7, squeeze 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower singles, 4, and 3, and 2. All right, 15 pulses, and we're done on the side. 15, squeeze, 14. You should have heat in that glutes. Lift and lift. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Whoo. All right, quick second here. We're going to go right to the other side. So that left foot's going to heel toe center. Right leg's up or crossed over. And when you're ready, here we go. Press it up, squeeze 4 singles to start. 3, 2, pulse, 3, 3, 2, and down. Again, 3, 2, 1, and down. Last one, 3, 2, and now 7 pulses. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower. 4 singles and 3. Oh, I think I missed a pulse in there. All right, let's pulse 7. I think I 7. You might have an extra 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 singles. 2. All right, 15, and we're done. Pulse it high. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Squeeze 9, 8. Core tight. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, nice job. All right. Glutes are done. So take a second, knees into the chest, whatever you need. We're going to move on to core. And then we'll finish with some nice deeper stretches and we will call it a Sunday. So, all right. So for core, we're going to start with our knees in a tabletop. And we've done these in my classes where we lower one leg and then pull it in and then alternating, and then we'll option to lower both. So we'll start with that exercise and move on. So you want that low back pressed into the mat, head and shoulders nice and relaxed. And we're going to start with tapping the right leg down first. So right, pull it in, left leg, tap and in, right, down. So alternating and left. Keep going, lower and left. Don't let that low back pop off the mat. Keep it pressed down. All right, 2 more like this. And alternate left. All right, stay with that. Or if you want both legs nice and slow, lower down and in. Big difference there. Lower 2. Pull it in. Don't hold the breath. 3 and in. 4 in. Nice and controlled. 5 in. 6 and 7 and 8. 4 more. 4 in. 3. Last 2. And last 1. Finish up. Woo. Bring the feet down. Hands come behind the head. Standard crunch. We're going to start slow. Keep the chin slightly tucked to protect the neck. Lift up for 1 and down. 2. Really try to lift those shoulder blades up off the mat. And exhale as you lift. Lift up. 5. Crunch. 6, 7. Feel deep in the core. 8. Lift. 9 and 10. And 2 more like this. 11. 12. Now come up, stay up high, and little pulse lift up. So stay on the high end of the motion. Lift up. If you want, you can keep the hands behind the head or release them. Try to reach for the knees. Up, up, up. Lift. We got 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right. Head down. Legs come straight up. You can have a slight bend in the knee. Keep them glued together. And you're going to make a circle to the right. Think of tracing as big as you can without the hips popping off the mat. So if it's the size of a volleyball or a beach ball, kind of work within your range of motion, but you're going to keep the legs glued together. You're going to circle around for 1, to the right for 2, nice and controlled, 3, and 4, and last one this direction for 5, and then hold it in the center, other way, circle for 5, and 4, 3, and 2. All right, last one. Hold it in the center. Now it's so small and controlled. Bring your feet towards your forehead. Pull it in and back. No rocking. 2. Feel the in. So we're not lifting the hips. You're pulling and back. Pull and back. Feel it in the low ab and in. You might have a slight lift of that tailbone, but we're not pushing high to the sky. We're pulling deep in and back. 4, 3, last 2, and 1. All right, knees down. Take a second, just a couple more here for core. All right, we're going to get into the obliques. So, what we're going to do, we'll start with the left side first. Your left hand will be down. You're going to extend that left leg out. Your right foot can stay bent. And then you're going to bring that left knee in as you cross and then come down and up and down. So that left foot just hovers on the extension. 4, and then really bring that shoulder up across and crunch and over and over. Keep going. Up. All right, 8 more. 8 and 7, 6, breathe. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and right to the other side. Real quick switch, extend the leg and then come in. Whoop. And 2, take a second, 2, 3, 4, find that memory lift. 5 and 6, control. 7, 8, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and last one over. Whew. All right, last one, low abs. So we're gonna do a reverse crunch. You can cross the ankles. We'll start with the head down. There will be an option if you want to add the upper later, but you don't have to. So hands can be at your sides, or if it's more comfortable, slightly under your hips, you can lift the glutes up for a little support. And then you're just gonna lift up. So now we're lifting straight up and down. So no swinging here, nice and controlled. Push the feet to the sky and down. Lift, lift, up. Keep going. Up. Feel low abs. Low abs are the hardest to target to work. Up. Lift. All right. So we're going to do 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2. Now stay with just the lower or add the upper. So we up, full reverse crunch. 2, lift. 3, 4. So we lift the hips and the upper at the same time. 6, 7, 8 more, and we're done with core. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ugh. Legs out, arms overhead, like a big morning stretch. Arch the spine. Feel beautiful. Okay, release. Bring your excuse me, left foot flat on the floor. Extend that right leg up. If you can, grab behind the shins or the hamstrings, flex that foot and pull it in. Just feel a stretch in the calf, the hamstring. Maybe rotate the ankles. Just loosen up. All right, take a recline pigeon again. Cross that left ankle over the right, and then reach through, grab your hamstring. If you can grab your shin and pull in. You can rock side to side or stay still. Just a few breaths here. Bring your right foot down. Keep the legs crossed like you're crossing the legs. And then just let the knees fall to the left. So cross-legged twist or any twist of your choice, but should feel really nice on the core. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat. Go ahead, come back to center, uncross the legs, and then take that left leg up this time. Hamstring stretch. And if ankle circles feel nice, you can add that on. Last few breaths here. All right, cross that left leg over, recline pigeon, reach through, flex the feet, and then pull in. Few more seconds. All right, bring that foot down and then take that twist to the other side. Let the knees fall over to the right. All right, come back to center. Bring the knees back in. Open them out. Happy baby. Grabbing the bottoms of the feet or the ankles and then press down. And again, stay still or rock side to side if you like that in this pose. Couple breaths. All right, ankles together, knees together. Take one last deep inhale, pull everything up, squeeze into a tight little ball. And exhale to Shavasana. So your feet can fall to the corners of your mat, arms at your side, palms up, or one hand on the heart, one on the belly. And just let everything melt into the mat. And we'll just take a minute or two here. Try to stay present. All right. We'll start to come out here, move the toes, the fingers, and then bending the knees, feet on the floor, back in towards your chest. And then rock back and forth. Come all the way up when you're ready. If you want that last inhale and exhale.